Hi,
Hi.
how are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm great. I'm great. I like your background. So fancy.
Right? It pops.
It really pops. Yeah. I love it. It's good. And well, we're going to talk about this, but it's International Happy Day and like seeing it just puts
That's
a
what I
smile on my
said.
face.
I messaged my whole team. I'm like, do we have anything going up for International Day of Happiness? And no one responded. I was like,
They're like, you're the happy one.
I'm about to be the happy one for everybody.
I love it. Yeah. Well, today, what a cool day that the podcast is launching, our episode is launching, and it coincides on International Happy Day.
Right? It's almost like we planned it. Not quite, but maybe.
Yeah, I know. I feel like the universe worked very nicely with that for me. And I feel like I need to change my background. Like mine looks so blah compared to yours. You can't even say I'm wrong.
No, I can't. But that's okay. I can make mine worse though. If you want something different, then we can.
Well, in the spirit of International Happy Day, we should just keep it. We'll keep it,
There you go. Hey, neutral colors are always in, as they say.
It is. Yeah,
there we go.
It works with my hair color,
See? Neutral, we're good to go. We found our neutral, we're there.
I love it. I love it. Well, 𝐀𝐯𝐚𝐢𝐥𝐸 Robbins, everybody, thank you for being here. You are a best-selling author. You're obsessed with success and helping others achieve success in their own life. You're a performance coach. You are the president and chief operator. No, you're the chief strategist officer at Success Enterprises, which is an incredible success magazine with all kinds of goodness around business and health and wellness. So you should definitely check that out. And we got to have a chat. And on the podcast that launched today on the Freedom CEO, and if you haven't gone to download that yet, you absolutely need to, because 𝐁�eric and I really dive into the goods around success and achievement. And I'm going to tell you, you need a notepad for this one. You really brought the goods in that one. There was a lot of like, oh yeah, that's good. I got to write that down. I need to go back and listen to that again. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Thank you for being a part of that series. And I want people to go listen to that. And I thought, because today is International Happy Day, we could just go out and chat about that for a little bit, because that can be a hard topic for some people, thinking about happiness. And I know that you definitely will have some insights on how do we achieve happiness in our life? What does that look like? And what's that look like for you?
Totally. So happiness is such a weird thing for people to go after. And there's certain moments of life where they feel it more than others. And you can use happiness, you could use accomplishment, you can use, I like joy, the feeling of joy, the feeling of love. Like there's certain kind of vibrational elements that you move up and down the scale. Let me see if I have it real quick. I'll show it to you.
Sure.
But it's this concept of there's vibrational energy, and a friend sent me this, and nope, that's not it. There it is. So let me see if I could screen share this just so you can see it. But it's this thought. Oh, I can't screen share.
Oh, I can give that to you.
It's this thought of different emotions and energetically how they move up and down. And so if you look at kind of boredom as an in-between, when I hear someone tell me they're bored, I don't know what to say. I'm like, you realize how much life there is to go live? Like there's so much to experience and see and do and feel. Wow. Like how in the world have you decided to be bored?
Yes.
And what they're usually saying is, I just haven't made a decision. Because I always ask people, what's the difference between boredom and relaxation? What do? You sit on the couch, you stare at the ceiling, and you do nothing.
Right.
Some people call it relaxing. Some people call it boredom. I'm like, well, what's the difference? The only difference is someone made a conscious decision that said, I'm going to relax, which allowed them to then actually enjoy the experience.
Yes.
Versus the other person says, oh, I feel like I should be doing something, but I'm not doing it. I don't know what to do. So, I'm just so bored. They didn't make a decision to enjoy it. Therefore, they sit there and actually feel, if you look down, pessimism, frustration, impatience, irritation, doubt, worry, sometimes rage, jealousy, hatred, insecurity, guilt, and powerlessness.
Yeah.
It's like, well, shit, that was one journey on the couch someone just went through emotionally just because they wouldn't make a decision to enjoy themselves.
Isn't that the truth?
But it happens. I've
Yes.
watched people do it. I've watched
Totally.
people sit down on the couch and go, oh, and then stuff starts rotating through their head and the story goes on and they get frustrated and things start spiraling and they just go on this downward spiral.
Yeah.
Versus you say, you know what? I'm going to go sit down, do nothing, and enjoy myself for 15 minutes.
Yes.
And all of a sudden, the positive expectation shows up. Someone goes, okay, you know, that sounds nice. I finally get to relax. That sounds good. And then there's contentment. You're sitting there actually enjoying yourself.
Yes.
And then the belief, the hopefulness of like, wow, this is kind of nice. It's great. I mean, parents, it's great to have a moment to just be and not have to do something all the time.
Yeah,
Optimism kicks in. Maybe this will last. Enthusiasm. I'm starting to feel better. There's happiness.
Yeah.
It's part of the journey up. So there's happiness, then passion. Oh, I've thought of something I want to go do. And then eagerness. Man, I want to go do it. Like, I can't wait. Man, then love, that feeling of, wow, I'm enjoying the thought of wanting to go do it. There's this thing where people say there's no difference in the chemicals of your brain between doing something and thinking about doing it. And so I don't know about you. I'm going to watch your face for this because it's usually telling.
Okay.
At some point in your life when you were single, was there ever someone that caught your attention?
Yes. Which is now. I am single right now.
Okay. And this person caught your attention.
Yes.
And there was kind of a vision of what could be. And the upward spiral started to happen, like optimism, hope, excitement, maybe love, like, whoa.
Yes.
And then did you ever have the reality of the situation unfold and come home and be like, that was nowhere close to what I imagined?
Totally. Like literally. Yes.
There you go. So my friend's mom told me that. She goes, when I was a young girl, I was traveling the world and I got to, I think she was in Sweden or somewhere, tall, good looking, blonde haired men with blue eyes. And she sat down at the bar and she looked and saw like the dude from the movies, like golden hair, stunning blue eyes, sharp, strong jaw and features. And she was like, wow, like, I want to meet this guy. Like, she's like giddy. And she's like, oh my God, I can only imagine, like, oh, like imagination spinning. She's going up the spiral, like everything's there. The guy comes over and smiles and goes, hi. And she's like, ruined the entire thing, ruined it. Like, she's like, I was imagining like this deep booming voice of a man to come over. And he was like, hi. And she's like, oh, dead, done, gone. Fantasy's out the door. And I started laughing and I'm like, isn't that wild how the imagination works?
Totally.
She created the entire situation in her mind before anything actually happened. It's why people say sometimes I went back to like school dances. Sometimes it was more funny to look forward to it and get ready for it than it was to be at it.
Actually at it. Totally.
Yeah. Same thing with vacations. I've seen people pissed off at each other on vacations.
Yes.
So it's easy. Go to the baggage claim and watch couples get off a 12-hour flight. I mean, you want to see people pissed at each other? They're irritated about people breathing near them. Like,
that's true.
And you watch them and you're like, y'all look forward to this trip for years.
Yes.
Why is it that you're here now in the moment and not enjoying it? You're not happy.
Yes.
What happened? You were very happy looking forward to it. You were super pumped planning it. You were super excited getting on the plane and leaving to go do it.
Yeah.
Why is this different emotion showing up? And what's interesting is the concept, to come back to this little image. All that happened was they allowed which direction they were spiraling to go out of control.
Totally.
There's something called a mood meter. Let me see if I can find it real quick. It's an app that says, how do you feel right now? I feel high energy. And then you take your finger Do I feel lively, motivated? Oh,
Cool.
go away. Elated, exhilarated, ecstatic, festive, upbeat, cheerful. I'm going to say inspired. And then it says, what are you doing? I'm working. Capture what feels. I'll just put something so I can move on. And it says, do you want to stay this way or do you want to shift? And I go, ooh, let's say I want to shift. And it says, say the word calm and ease yourself to a few times. The quieter you become, the more you can hear. So it literally then coaches you on how to shift the emotion you're feeling in the moment. Or it says, good job. Congrats. If you say, I want to stay this way. And so it's this thought, happiness is part of the spectrum of this spiral you can move through. And then there's tools that can help you actually gauge where you're at and choose consciously to elevate or de-escalate depending on what's going on. And so this concept of happiness, I think, is a choice. It's part of the options available. We just need to, 1, become conscious of how we feel, 2, set an intention of which way we want to go, and then 3, be willing to do the little steps to actually move up or move down. Not everyone wants to go up all the time. That's why I say variety is the spice of life. Like, you need different ones, not the same stuff every day. If you woke up and you were just happy every day, people would be bored out of their minds.
Totally. And okay, Jared, tell me, if people want that app, because that's a really cool app that you just shared with us. What's it called that they
Mood
could
meter.
go? Mood meter.
Mood meter. It's free.
Cool.
I think.
I love that.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Well, it is so awesome to spend like 15 minutes with you on International Happy Day. And again, it was so cool that it just coincided. Our episode is amazing. People are already downloading it lots. And I'm really, really excited to just share it with everybody, and appreciate, again, you giving me your time and also helping to inspire so many other people around the world. So
same. I hope they love it. Go download the episode.
Thanks, Jarek.